How do we pronounce this name?
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide, where we look at how to pronounce better some of the most mispronounced words in the world, like this other curious word. But how do you
Oh,
say
hurry
what you're
up.
looking for today? Let's learn how to pronounce the name of this American hurdler. She's brilliant. Anyhow, Sydney, you probably knew that. McLaughlin-Levrone.
Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. This is the character right here, okay? So, McLaughlin-Levrone cracks 48 seconds in historically fast 400 at the Worlds. Okay, like we're supposed to know what that means, right? So, according to Google, the Worlds refers to the 400-meter sprint event held at the World Athletics Championship, a major international competition for track and field. So if that's wrong, blame Google. I'm just here to do the decode, all right? That's just me, and that's what I do. So you can see, look at that name Sydney right there. Interesting because look at she's got the same birthday as Sidney Crosby. Look at the red underline right there. You just have a different spelling of the first name. That's that's hockey great right there, Sidney Crosby. August 7th, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. August 7th, the same birthday. Notice how Sidney Crosby's born in 87. He's got 87 on his jersey. Also, Sydney Sweeney, her birthday was the other day. And she was trending recently because she has a new album. So you get three Sydneys here, all connected. Look, see that? Even Sydney McLaughlin's August 7th birthday, this is the last birthday she had. The 219th day of the year, 219. You see how that connects with the look at Sydney Sweeney's birthday. 912. Look at it from right to left. 219. You see that? September the 9th month. Isn't that awesome? Very awesome. Okay, now I guess we'll try to play this. Turn down the volume. You can see it looks like she's got the 5 on right there. That appears to be her right there. And close, right? Let me go like that. Slow it down. I enjoy running. More so maybe when I'm shooting some hoops, but is it raining there? And look at that. And look, the stomach muscles look on point there. Okay, so do we get a celebration? No, she's too exhausted. Oh, you get a she's in shock. I thought she was going to blow some kisses right there. All right. So, I'm not here to really talk about racing, sprinting, hurdling because we see these connections already. Okay? Now, you may have caught this when I showed it on accident earlier. She cracks 48 seconds in this 400. Is it 400 meters? I don't know. Donald Trump equals 48. So there is a lot of numbers in the universe. Okay? But this This stuff keeps, these trending stories keep syncing up with Donald Trump. And you see Donald Trump equals 48. McLaughlin-Levrone equals 88. Just like Trump equals 88. It's not a coincidence. Her birthday is one day before 8/8. That August 7th birthday leaves 146 days in the year. That's Donald Trump's birthday, the 14th day of the 6th month. McLaughlin-Levrone, like McDonald's. Remember that story? Donald Trump, McDonald's, serving fries, McLaughlin, McDonald's, fake world. Even Trump equals 47. And the final numbers in this one, McLaughlin-Levrone, 47.78 seconds. You see the 0.78 right there? Remember her birthday, the 7th day of the 8th month. Now, her opponent appears to have cracked, hit under 48 seconds as well. Okay. She had 47.98, so just barely. They are the second and third fastest times in history, short only of the 47.60 by East Germany's Marita Koch, set October 6th, 1985. You can look into those numbers a little more. Those numbers also connect to Donald Trump. One of the last vestiges, vegetables, I don't know, from an Eastern Bloc doping system that was exposed years after it ended. Let's look up that Marita Koch real quick. Let's just see. Marita Koch. Oh, I may have to, let me spell it out. Are we going to get a birthday with the character? February 18th. So this is that one right there. I don't notice anything. I could make some of that stuff work. I'm really looking for things that pop heavy right now, and that I'll pass on that for now. Okay, so back over here. So that 47 even lands with Trump. The McLaughlin McDonald's thing is wild. So I wasn't sure where to put this, at what portion or what part of this decode, but remember this saying. I remember this being brought up as I'm a youngster, um, transitioning into adulthood. You would hear this. The saying, be careful what you speak into existence, is a caution to be mindful of the words you say, as they can influence your reality and outcome, whether positively or negatively. While the specific wording of the phrase is popular in modern self help and motivational context, its core meaning is rooted in ancient wisdom found in various religious and philosophical traditions, particularly in the Bible. I think that's interesting because everything is off of an algorithm, words we type, right? Things that we say, even around our phone. Notice how they made everything online now, and they're kind of eliminating paper and just writing stuff, okay? Because this all goes into a system. So, are we speaking and typing these stories into existence? Okay? That's the question. All of us, and everybody typing in Donald Trump or using Google Voice, does that just mean we're getting more stories? Letters are numbers, right? So does that just mean the stories keep recycling with the algorithm? So is that the case? That's a question that I have. And maybe it's a dumb question. I don't know. You tell me, but that's something that I think may be going on, right? Okay? So, I mean, let me know what you think about that. Are we typing and speaking these stories into existence based on this language we speak, the words that we say? You know, you're talking to a friend or a family member about, like, hey, I think I want to start living off grid or maybe do van life, right? And all of a sudden videos start popping up on YouTube, you start getting ads related to van life or maybe living out of a van or some kind of trailer RV camper or something. That's what I mean here. So we kind of speak this stuff in our life into existence. Look, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So again, that's a question that I have or a thought. So this is 1 month and 10 days after McLaurin, what the hell's her name again? McLaughlin-Levrone. 1 month and 10 days after her birthday. Okay. Oh, and look, I put the Bad Bunny. I put the Bad Bunny clip down there. 84-year-old man. That's probably connected. You see the 84, the 48 reverse. But this is 1 month. Let me verify that. 1 month, 10 days after her birthday. Now she's trending for being fast, right? Under 48 seconds in this 400-meter or whatever. 1 month, 10 days after her birthday, and president equals 110. Let me verify that that's Wednesday with our article here. And maybe it isn't. Maybe I need to make a correction. I don't know. Do we not get a date? Here, let's do this on the fly. So let's scroll. Tell me a day. When was this as the drama builds? Dun 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 dun. Thursday. Thursday. I'm glad I caught that. So let's go over here and make a correction. So 8-7. And Thursday right there. Okay, so it's 42 days. Look at that right there. That's the same as 1 month, 12-day span from her birthday to this event, and Donald equals 112. So what is up with this language? You see that? Donald equals 112. So I want to know what's up with these letters and numbers, right? Donald equals 112, 1 month, 12-day span. Now look how this lands and kind of exposes a lot here, okay? Because that's the same as 6 weeks, 1 day. Remember, John equals 16 and 61 for Donald John Trump. The Capitol riot was the 6th day of the first month. Eric Trump, his son, his birthday is the 6th day of the first month. Even JD Vance's wife has that same birthday, the 6th day of the first month. Okay, so we may even, with that correction, we may even land on a 42 or 43. And you could see the duration variations right there, okay? That's wild. And look, just a couple of days ago was the day leaving 106 days in the year, 106. Look back at the article here. Look, they mentioned 106, October 6th, right there. Look at that. They are the second and third fastest times in history, short only of the 47.60 by East Germany's Marita Koch. Set 10-6. 106. You see how that works right there? You know what I'm saying? So look at that. So we make that correction, and then I guess we could just scratch out that 110 then. So you see? President also equals 47, right? The final numbers in this one, McLaughlin-Levrone, 47.78. And remember her birthday, the 7th day of the 8th month. And this is the one she defeated, Paulino, right there. Even sprinter equals 47. And she's a sprinter and hurdler. Notice how hurdler equals 40. First woman in nearly 40 years to crack the all but unscalable 48-second mark in the 400. 400 is like 40. Now you see the 119 with sprinter because that, we just had the 9/11 anniversary, the 11th day of the 9th month. And that 119, it also landed in my Bad Bunny decode, who's also trending. And again, I accidentally put that clip down there at the bottom there. An 84-year-old man suing Bad Bunny. But the 119 hit in that decode. Bad Bunny's full name equals 156, and the 156 prime number is 911. I also connected French Montana to Bad Bunny. French Montana's birthday is the 9th day of the 11th month. 911. Okay, so now Sprinter equals 119. Sprinter equals 52, like President, Government, and White House. Also, hurdler equals 103, like politics. So, like I said, there's a lot of numbers out there, right? It could have been 102, it could have been 99, it could have been 98, it could have been 95, you know, could have been 49 or whatever. But look how this stuff syncs up with Donald Trump here. And look, she's got that USA flag on her right there. Where is she born, by the way? Here she is. McLaughlin, like McDonald's again. Born in New Jersey, who holds the world record now for the 400 meters, hurdles, and the American record for the 400 flat. She won gold in the 2020 and 24 Summer Olympics. Remember Trump 2020, right? Trump 2024. You see that? Wild, huh? Okay, and you could see she's trending right there now. Even hurdler has 41, and I guess that 41 day, I guess that's irrelevant now, right? We made the correction. Yeah, so I guess we're going to scratch that one. Wow, there's even 40 date numerology on her birthday right there. You see that? Okay, so I guess we're scratching that 41 hurdler with that correction. Fast. And that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Right? Is there anything else? They just got the whole story here. I'm thankful for having the opportunity to break 48. She said, I still feel like a winner. I've spent 5 years every day training for this. She broke a 19-year-old American record and said she felt she had something left in the tank. Now let's look at her, the person who also cracked 48, who she defeated here. What's her name? Paulino? I think this is her right here. This is her right here. She's got the October 25th birthday. That is 5 days after Kamala Harris. Okay. Right there. I think I entered her name earlier in the calculator. Let's just do it again. Look at how close that is to 84. So she's got that 85. Oh, it was 48. Oh, 248, right? Remember, they broke 48 seconds. So you get 248 with that character. How many days before her birthday? Let's see. So this was Thursday, 9/18. She's got the 10/25 birthday. Let's see. 9/18, 10/25. So 37 days before her birthday, or a 38-day span. Look, that's the same as 5 weeks, 2 days. Right there. Sprinter has that 52, like president, government, and White House. All right, so, you know, bam. Sydney, 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 undeniable. McLaughlin, like McDonald's. You even get that 88, man. You get the 48. All Trump connected one more time. One more time. McLaughlin-Levrone cracks 48 seconds in historically fast 400 at the Worlds. Shout out to y'all. There's always something that could be missed. I will leave it right there. I think that's a solid decode. Until next time.